Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with the Attack Live for this Wednesday, December the 10th, 2014. Hope everyone's doing well. And since I haven't made an Attack Line since last week, I didn't make an Attack Line Monday, so I'll be telling y'all about my gigs, DJ Zack Attack gigs that I had this past weekend on the 5th and the 6th, Friday and Saturday. First, my Friday night show, Power Metal's 8th grade dance, Christmas dance. I've done this dance for the last 6 years in a row. And some footage of that show is on here. There are some highlights on Powell on this channel, so check them out. It was a fun show. Of all the years, I think it was one of my favorite years. Every year, Powell gets better. You know, I've done a lot of events for Powell, but doing these Christmas dances every year have been awesome. Because I've done these events called Friday Night Favors. They don't do them anymore. But it's always been like, it was like me and activities. Outside the hallways, into the gym. But there was nothing else but me. It was me and that was it. That was the only thing that was happening was me DJing. The line dancers did well. Most popular song was Blank Space by Taylor Swift. They were singing that song. I'll talk about that song in just a few seconds. When it comes to Billboard. Also the gangster songs. A lot of rap songs. The older kids. They like all gangster songs. Like Loyal, Hot Boy, Tuesday. They wanted, I don't fuck with you by Big Sean, but I don't want to play it because all the damn principals were in the room. I don't want them hearing 500 kids or so, or 200 kids saying the word fuck a million times. So I don't want that to happen, so I didn't play that song. But I was close, but I didn't want to. I don't want to get fired from my school. I've been there for 8 years total, 6 years doing the Christmas dances. So I don't want my reputation to be tarnished. Then, after that great gig of Powell, fun show on Friday night, went to Jefferson Street Pub. Contrasting it, go from a school to a to a bar, basically. That's my diversity, you know. I played in many audiences. And I haven't been to Jefferson Street Pub in about a year. You know, I played there a lot last year, and I didn't come back till this year, till December. And they had the charity auction every year. And I played after the auction. And it was a kind of a slow start. You know, some people left, some people stayed, you know. Rock country vibe. That's what they all like, rock country. But then the requests started coming in. Wanted more pop music. They like the Blurred Lines. They always like that video. Especially the nudity version of Blurred Lines. Of course, I made fun of that song all I want. Especially in my Grammy nominations predictions this past Friday night video. That's on this channel too. Making fun of Blurred Lines about how I stole Marvin Gaye's song. But it's still a fun song, like I said. It's still fun to play. Especially the video with nudity. Well, just the boobs. And then the same two people started giving me requests. All of a sudden they worked. Like Frank Sinatra worked. They all singing New York, New York, and Frankie Valli worked. And this is like a ball, man. You know, like rockin' country, but this stuff kind of worked. You know, it was a fun night. Like the last hour and a half was fun. You know, the requests started coming in like crazy, and they actually worked. Even Jason Derulo worked. So that's a diverse audience for me. So there you go. The fun night. 2 fun gigs this past weekend. I was going to be off this week, but I have a gig on Saturday night. Lenny Miller's Restaurant, Dryden. I was just there a few weeks ago for a special needs lunch, and I'm going back there for a show Saturday. He lets me come there sometimes to play if they have booked in parties that want some entertainment. So that's why I'm there this Saturday at Lenny Miller's. Now, with your number one movie, since like I said, they're making a tech line Monday, and what is probably one of the worst weekends of the year, the Hunger Games begins #1 for the 3rd week in a row, but a lot of only like what 16 mil, really bad box office. Actually 22 million. Forget, but not much competition. Pyramid came out, but didn't even scratch the top 5 because of lack of promotion. Hunger Games began because of no competition, and this week I expect the same. Not much competition besides Exodus and top 5. I don't think they'll even challenge Mockingjay. But next week, Lord of the Rings is coming out with its final movie. The Hobbit, Battle of the 5 Armies coming out next week. But I think that's your next #1 movie in my humble opinion. Now, speaking of #1s, keep it up with the Billboard #1s. Well, the Queen is #1 again on both charts. Still #1 album and still #1 single. Taylor Swift takes the top spots again on the Billboard album and singles charts. for the third, actually the second consecutive week in the fifth non-consecutive total. Taylor Swift regains number one, 1989, kicking off One Direction last week. So it's the second consecutive week after kicking off One Direction last week. AC/DC made a debut at number 3, but lower than their 800,000 copy sales on Black Ice, only 170,000 for Walk or Bust. Good album, by the way. And like I said, Taylor's number one album and number one single as well. As of course, Blank Space, as I mentioned, a song that was probably the loudest song. Everyone was singing that song at Power on Friday. Is the number one single again, 4th week in a row on the Hot 100. Congrats to Taylor for number one album and single again. So there you go. Now, on with new concert news of two people I'm going to see in concert. First off, U2. Of course, U2 last Wednesday announced their Innocence and Experience tour, promoting their album Songs of Innocence. I think Experience is next. That's right. The tour is called Innocence and Experience. And of course, playing 2 nights in each city. The tickets went on sale Monday. Now, sometimes you have like 10 shows go on sale in one day, but U2 had all 44 shows go on sale on Monday morning, and it was a bitch to get a ticket. But I got a ticket. I'm going to Toronto since I'm not coming to Detroit. I'm traveling to Toronto for the second show on July 7th, Tuesday. And thanks to that fast ticket sale, U2 added more cities, more dates to cities, including more dates in Boston, Chicago, New York, and Montreal. So a lot of demand there for U2, despite all the backlash after all that shit with iTunes. You know, the album is nominated for Best Rock Album at the Grammys. That was announced Friday. But not Album of the Year, maybe 2016. But, U2, despite all the backlash, they're still a popular band. People still want to see them. I included. So U2 going to be in Toronto, Canada, and adding new dates for the Innocent Experience tour following a big ticket on sale. 660,000 tickets sold in the first day, all around the world. Speaking of adding dates, Garth Brooks, I've been talking about him a little bit on my channel, a little bit, but not as much. He fucking added Detroit to his cities. I've been waiting a long time for him to add Detroit to his city list. He teased a Detroit announcement on the country radio station WICD 99.5 this past Thursday. And yesterday, it was finally official. Garth Brooks is going to be in Detroit February 27th and 28th. The first 2 shows announced. He'll probably add more, as we've seen from every other city he's announced, at the Joe Louis Arena. I thought he played the Palace. But hey, Joe Louis, who cares? He'll be there in February. Can't wait to see him. I'm going to get the ticket to the February 28th show. I have a gig Friday night, the 27th, so I'm going to go for the 28th. Unless he has the 10:30 show, because sometimes he does like 2 shows a day, 7 and 10:30. So maybe 10:30 on Friday, but I'm going for the 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock show right now. I think it's 7 o'clock show for Saturday the 28th at Detroit. So there you go. Now with news on David Letterman. Now, as we all know, David Letterman's retiring this season. And Stephen Colbert is taking over for Mr. Letterman after he leaves. But of course, the big question has been, when's Letterman's last show? Well, today, CBS has finally announced when David Letterman will take his final bow as the host of The Late Show. And it is May 20th, which is my cousin's birthday. So May 20th, get ready for that. The last show for David Letterman's Late Show. In a statement released to the press today, CBS President and CEO Leslie Munoz said that David Letterman has given us a remarkable legacy of achievement and creative brilliance that will never be forgotten. It's going to be tough to say goodbye, but I know we will all cherish the shows leading up to Dave's final broadcast in May. Now, we don't know when Colbert's debuting yet. His last show on the Colbert Report is next week, December 18th. Next Thursday. So who knows when Colbert will debut? Probably after May. Appropriately, since Letterman's done in May. Like I said, May 20th. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. David Letterman's Last Late Show is officially the day, May 20th. Now, on the show on ABC, not CBS, Modern Family. Last week's episode was pretty good. Pretty fun episode. Last week involving, I forgot what it was last week. But it was a fun episode last week, if I can remember it. But can't wait for tonight's show. Tonight, I think they're holding Haley's 21st birthday. Can't wait for another fun episode of Modern Family tonight at 9, 8 Central on ABC. That is it for my attack line for today. Thank you very much for watching. With that in mind, y'all been attacked by the news from Zach. See you later, yeah!